All right, I've traced over. I can feel the texture of the plate. Now we're ready for printmaking. So for this first one, we're all gonna do this first one, and then we'll see what worked and what didn't work, and we'll problem solve. You'll need a sheet of paper, using a pencil or a pen, not a marker. Write your name in the corner. And then you're gonna have a sponge and water at your table and Crayola markers. For this first one, we're just doing one color. So with your Crayola marker, you want to color over the entire plate. You want to go to the edge. You want to go over the creature. It's okay to color in different directions. But you want to cover the whole thing. This is our first practice. And if this one doesn't work, that's okay. We'll figure out what went wrong. Okay. Next step, put the plate to the side. I'm gonna roll up my sweater a little bit. Our paper needs to be wet. Now right now my sponge is dripping. It is soaking. It shouldn't be that wet. So I'm gonna squeeze out most of the water. And then what works for me is I squeeze out the rest of the drops on the paper, and then I quickly take my sponge and wipe those drops across the whole paper. Flip my print on here, and now I can't just call it done. I have to put a hand, and I make a fist, and I use my knuckles, and I rub and press over the entire thing, and I switch. Sometimes I use the side, but I make sure I go to the edge and that I go to the middle. Then when I think I've done that good enough, I'm gonna pull this off, and it printed my creature. Now, this was practice. You can see on all this white right here, I didn't press down hard enough or my paper wasn't wet. I don't think I pressed hard enough right there. So in my next one, I'll make sure to press that edge. That's gonna go to the drying rack. You can squeeze out your sponge and then just wipe over your plate to get that color off. I'm gonna kind of dry up my spot too. And now for the rest of class, you're gonna be printmakers. Use lots and lots of colors. Oh man, I'm ready to print this. Remember, name in the bottom corner. My paper should be wet, but not soaking wet, so my trick again, sprinkle. And then just like last time, I didn't press hard enough on that edge, so I'm really gonna press on that edge. I really wanna make sure I go to all my edges. Whew. Make sure I get in the middle. Let's see. Oh, I can see I still didn't get that edge. Oh, better. Sometimes you can lift it up and peek a little bit. Yeah, there are just some spots that were hard. All right. And then when I lift it up, oh man, that one looks good too. Next time I'll get a little bit there, drying rack, and then you can wipe it off or you can just go on to your next colors. I want you to print 5 to 7 of these so that when I see you next time, you have some good prints to choose from.